Hello everyone, and here's a video for the Grand Inquisitor event from start to beginning to the end. And right before I start the video, a few things you have to know before you start the event. First of all the enemy, including Grand Inquisitor, and then all the Jedi you see in the wave 2, all of them don't have skill cooldown. That means which skill they use is totally random, and this is why everyone in Reddit campaign about the level design is so ridiculous, and that's why in one of the tier you have to fight against Asuka. That tier will become very RNG, and that part it takes me about 2 hours to create, and right after that everything should be a lot easier. So be patient, and don't throw your phone or computer or mouse or keyboard or whatever. And now I start with the mob setup, and the whole event I will use second sister as a leader, and you better try to mob her critical damage. You can see right here, 272 critical damage, and the speed as high as possible, but you can see this video, the speed isn't very high. It's like 262, and give her as much offense as possible. And the fifth brother have to be a little bit faster, because two of his skill, actually second skill and the first skill, is quite useful in a few tier. So try to make him a bit faster, no matter in this event or you use it outside in JAC or TW. And you can see here is at 323, not very fast, but a bit faster than the usual. And Night Sister, I would mob her full health if possible, but actually this account I borrowed from my friend. So you can see I have a critical avoidance arrow, and then protection, and the speed isn't very good. At 8th brother, you can see I mob him very fast right here, but after that I found out actually he's not so helpful in this event. So you can just mob whatever you want with some speed, but not as high as this one, okay? But the last character, the 7th sister, you must mob her as fast as possible, because she have to keep ability block and remove the buff with second skills, and then also the first skills to heal up our ally, and then give the whole team critical immunity, because critical immunity is quite useful in the whole event. So you can see I mob her 360, so be 360, yeah, 360, but I think you should at least mob her to around 350 or above, otherwise you cannot outspeed the Grand Inquisitor. And the tier 1, Grand Inquisitor will move first no matter what, so you just, the first tier is very easy. You don't have to care about anything, just hack and slash and kill him. But I would suggest you to use basic attack, and 7th sister first skill to use heal up to give a quick immunity, and then you just keep basic attack to keep all the cooldown for the second wave. Okay, that's it. And you can see the first Jedi enemy is Numi, and she have very fake helpful, and you just use what if you try to use those with health percentage damage the skill like burning or damage over time or expose. Expose from fifth brother, and then damage over time is from ninth sister, but you need purge to stack up, and then the eighth brother, the grenade will give burning. All of them will be so useful in this event, and then you can see I just very randomly just use wherever you have and then kill Numi, and then second tier, Grand Inquisitor will become slower, but it become hitting much harder. And then you can see now my seven sister move first, and then you heal up everyone, and then give them quick immunity, and then so that in case Grand Inquisitor he deal AOE damage, all of them can survive better. But sometimes he will kill everyone. Every turn sometimes if in very bad luck, everyone will get killed by his AoE because all his skill has no cooldown. And the second Jedi you have to fight against is Ezra. And just like I said before, you can use all the health percentage damage to kill him. Burning, damage over time, and then expose whatever. And then also if whenever seven sister has the second skill to ability block, you can use on Ezra to lower his damage because his second skill is hitting so hard than usual. And then all his skill actually is random, and also he had an additional skill is marking a certain character. But because now I'm using second sister leadership, and then whenever a character get marked, everyone will get marked. So you can see now, actually everyone have the mark on their head. And just like I said, you can use all the skill to just now I turn the purge into damage over time, and then he will just kill himself. So far it's not so hard, but for the next one, this one Asuka will be your opponent in wave 2. It's super frustrating, and just like I said before, it will take 2 hours for me, and depends on our RNG. Sometimes maybe quicker, and good luck to you. Okay, and but from tier 2 and up, actually the GI, the Grand Inquisitor, he will do everything the same, just with our ally with a more purge debuff. But I think the debuff actually not affecting our survivability. So just like I said, sometimes you will get killed by him, and when if you lose somebody, and then you just start over. Okay, and I make a mistake. The third opponent is Cannon. Cannon don't have a very high damage output, so you can just use all the skill on him ASAP, and try to remove his protection first, and then you try to stack the purge to 6 stack, and then use Night Sister second skills to apply the damage over time. And also the fifth brother, the basic attack will give healing immunity, because and also RNG is Cannon don't have cooldown, don't have skill cooldown also, and sometimes he will remove everything. So you can use second sister, the first skill to stun him, or seventh sister to ability block, whatever, whenever you have many debuff from him. And But for this part, I make a mistake. You can see his health becomes very low, but I use the first skill of the fifth brother to debuff him, and then he heal up because Cannon's passive is still in work. Whenever he get a debuff, he will heal up himself. So I have to just wait for the cooldown, and then I try to put all the skill on him, and then kill him. Try to make sure whenever you have all the cooldown ready, and then you apply the heal immunity and stun and ability bot whatever, and then you apply all the burning, damage over time, and then explodes on him, and then it will get the job done. And Cannon don't have the damage, just like I said. You just let Knife Sister to take all the damage, to tank all the everything. You should be fine. Just like now, you kill him already, and should be easy job. And the next wave is Asuka, and then I am going to skip GI parks because the GI park actually is just the same. Okay, now this part, the Asuka part. Right before, I would like to explain everything first. And Asuka will get a debuff whenever your teammate dodge her attack, and then the debuff will decrease her defense, offense, everything, and you have to apply 10 of that debuff on her, and then start killing. And Asuka is immune to damage over time, so Knife Sister actually don't have to do anything to damage her. And but further, the burning can help a little bit, and then also the fifth brother expose can help a little bit. And let's see. And also there is another thing you have to know, that whenever Asuka get retribution, she will always ignore Tong, and then also all her attack against us always critical hit, and the damage is so huge. Usually, even your character is full health, you will get one shot most of the time. Okay, you can see right now the Asuka get the retribution up, and then you have to right when she have the retribution, and then you have to use a Seven Sister to buff everyone with quick immunity, because only this way you can, number one, dodge her skill, and then number two, in case she counter attack and hit you, you can survive that hit. Because if without crit, actually the damage is so low, but yeah, just keep that in mind. Whenever you want to hit Asuka with retribution, try to daze her, or try to have quick immunity on yourself. Okay, and then you can see the debuff have a 3 stack on her, and then just but at this time, before she have 10 debuff, actually you can just basic attack except Seven Sister. Okay, and now you can see I basic attack, and then try to consume the foresight to dodge her attack. And also the fifth brother second skill can help to remove her buff. And at this point, you can see I remove retribution with second sister second skill. So you have to make sure that don't let the retribution to kill your teammate. Okay. And still have to hold way up to get 10 stack. And try not to throw your phone at this point, okay? Because Asuka, this part is very hard to deal with. because every turn she take a turn and then she will remove all the debuff on her and then heal herself up. Now at this point I made my mistake. Actually at this point you can see is the Seven Sisters turn, and then she can use second skill to remove all her buff even she have foresight, but I make a mistake to have a base attack on her, and then I almost get a further kill at this point. This is my mistake. Okay. Hang on. Hold up. Okay, just like this. After the second sister turn, and then Eggfather have to hit her and then get counter attack, but only have like 5% left. So this is my RNG, so good. And then now fifth brother take a turn and then use second skill to remove the retribution. Okay, right now use a daze on Asuka to prevent the counter attack and then heal X brother. And at this point you still have to be patient to be safe to give her 10 stack of debuff. One more step. Okay, then you have 10 stack right now. Asuka will have lower defense and offense, and then you can prepare to throw everything on her. But make sure if you want to start all the attack, make sure you have to let Asuka to take a turn first, because she will remove all the debuff and then heal herself up, just like this. Just like this, you have to wait for her turn first, and then wait for her turn first, and then once you take a turn, you have to start to giving everything you have. Just like now, they take a turn, and then do whatever you can, hit as hard as possible. Remove her retribution, give her expose, and then at the same time the second sister you have to make sure they have a crit immunity, because sometimes if you mess up you cannot kill Asuka. You can at least keep survive and then try again, and then you can see she get killed by the burning percentage damage. It looks very easy right here, but actually it isn't. It's very hard. And then the next one is the same, the GI first, and then Yoda. And I'm going to skip the GI part. And Yoda will have a few things you have to know. Yoda will resist everything except Purge. But at this point, Purge actually is not helping at all. And so you just throw every skill on Yoda. And if Yoda get your crit immunity buff, you have to remove with Seven Sisters second skill. And fifth brother, usually you cannot remove at all, because Yoda usually have a foresight on him. Okay, then next up. And you can see the Purge on him. But just like I said, all the enemy don't have the skill cooldown, so it's total RNG for them to use whatever skill. And then you just throw everything. And then Seven Sister can keep her skill, because actually Yoda don't have any buff. But right now you can prepare Seven Sister to remove Yoda's buff, and everyone for all the hard hitting skill on Yoda. Not just now, don't have debuff, so actually you can forget it. But I forget to tell you about Yoda is resisting every debuff except armor set from X-Brother, and then also cannot resist the TM removal. Okay, right now you can see the second skill is very hard hitting, and then you make sure you use that skill when Yoda don't have a crit immunity. And Fifth Brother, the first skill will give all your allies protection up, but Yoda can copy that with Master Stroke. So you can see the whole fight actually didn't use Fifth Brother first skill. Okay, keep going up. Even if you lose one ally right here, you can still keep trying, because Yoda don't have a very good healing skill right here, because he only have 10% life steal, but if as long as he can't hit a critical hit, his damage won't heal him up so nicely. Okay. So just keep trying. Heal up, remove the buff, and also with good RNG. You can see why I have to make 7 sisters so fast, so you can keep using the skill to protect the whole team. Okay, and then that's it. This is your Yoda, and the next one is Maul, but the Maul is a bit RNG. Just as usual, I skip the GI part, and then Maul, I have to tell you that the first turn you see him, you have to better remove his buff, and then whenever Maul kill one of your ally, he will take a bonus turn. So try, but even if you lose somebody, you can still keep trying, just like this. You can see his AOE and then take second sister, but he suddenly AOE again, but I survived the hit, so you can heal up and then keep trying. And when I actually lose two allies, but I still make it. Okay, and just like before, damage over time, expose, burning, and then heal immunity. All this help to kill more. Okay, and then you can see right here, I apply the crit immunity, and heal up, and then get the ability block, so he cannot use anything, and then expose, and that's it. So this part, even if you lose somebody, keep trying. Okay. Only Asuka that tier cannot. And the last one is fighting against GK, and the GI part is just the same, so I'm going to skip. And GK that part, he cannot heal himself, so you just like fighting more, you just throw everything, damage over time, burning, expose. But have to remind that if he have all the buff, and then he used the last skill to he call assist, but in this event he won't call assist, but he will just jump and then left attack, and then if you don't have crit immunity, usually you will get one shot. Just like this, if you have crit immunity, you won't hurt you much. And just follow all the hard hit. Whenever you have the skill cooldown, just use whatever you want. But this one, this part, I make a mistake because he had a foresight to dodge my attack, and then I used the expose, but the rope expose won't land. And this part, even its last tier, actually is not as hard as Asuka part. I make a mistake, but even if you lose somebody, you can still keep trying. Don't give up, okay? And because in this fight, I eventually win this one. Expose. Yep, you can see the exposed damage very huge, as 64k. And hope this video helped. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment in down below. I will try to answer ASAP. Okay, see you guys.